Eastern Conference Finals.
Man, I really want to change that intro. We got to get our intro music back now. The tank is back. We got to step it up. Speaking of intros, Fire Night tonight. Fire Night tonight.
Yeah.
And I'll wait to get into this. We got a lot to talk about. I, of course, armchair commentary. My co-host Dubs. We are Grey North Sports. Welcome in for our pre-Halloween edition.
It's supposed to be 80 degrees in Boston tomorrow for Halloween. Is that fucking crazy?
Spectacular.
That's absurd.
I had to scrape ice off my windshield the last 2 days.
It was 35 degrees this morning when I left for work, and it's supposed to be fucking 80, almost 80 tomorrow. That's New England.
It's insanity. It's New England, man. You guys are, it's what it is. We had our sports equinox where we had everybody. Everybody was on. And I watched F1, World Series, hockey, and football. Did not watch any basketball. Raptors can suck a lemon until they're good again.
I would like them to suck a lemon tonight. I need a LaMelo Ball double-double. I also need him to be king of the court. That would be nice. So if they can go ahead and keep on.
They're gonna be bad. I want to get us started nice and saucy. F1 has been we're fully back. Max Verstappen is in free fall. He's in free fall. Getting double 10-second penalties from the stewards for overtaking outside of the track limits. Not just one wheel out, not two wheel, not even three wheels, all four wheels of his car outside the track and overtaking. Why?
I know racing was illegal anymore. It's crazy.
Get out of here. This Max Verstappen apologist bullshit. He's struggling though. Red Bull's down bad.
They are down bad. McLaren clearly has the best car on the track right now. That's not particularly close.
No. Great weekend for Ferrari. Carlos Sainz, smooth operator with the victory. We'll see we got another one coming up. Brazil this week.
I think they're both ahead of Red Bull right now.
They are. Mercedes right on their heels too. So
they're competing for the third best car, and the other two are competing for the best. I still think McLaren is.
This is going to be like a super fun finish to the season, though, because for the last couple of years, since 21, I guess 21, we had our the real proper. Everybody was fighting it out kind of thing that's going on. But now, it was Verstappen just running away with it. He was fully done. And now he's in a fight. And we're going to get to see angry Max again, dive bombing people. In.
Love that.
Fully in. All right. MLB playoffs I want to touch on real quickly. How you feel about those jabronis mugging Mookie Betts?
Just douchebag Yankee fans doing what douchebag Yankee fans do. I couldn't believe that it happened for what. I mean, yes, I can. But
I know.
Front row, Mookie Betts goes and robs a foul ball, catches it, 100% catches it, and then
we love DC Streams.
Shout out DC Streams. Catch the ball. A fan grabs his glove, pries his glove open while another fan is holding his other arm back from stopping it. Assault. Literally, they grabbed Mookie Betts from the stands and held him in place while they that was the next level of the A-Rod SWAT. Which, by the way, I watched the new Sox documentary on Netflix. Top tier, A1, fantastic.
Yeah. Love that.
I even think obviously it was biased. It's my favorite team of all time. It was my childhood dream team,
as you would expect.
I still think it was a fantastic documentary all around. I think anybody would enjoy it.
I love that. It didn't surprise me that it happened. I was
It
mostly
was the
just
Kevin
disappointed
Millar
that
show, though. Kevin
That was
Millar
the Millar
talked
show.
for a long time. Pedro Martinez as well. It was like, yeah, I
You know
love
why?
those guys. I want to hear from them, but I would also like to hear from, Derek Lowe was there. I'd like to hear from him a little bit more.
No
Bill
time
Miller.
for that. No,
They
no time.
absolutely fucking torched Grady Little, though. I mean, rightfully so. He absolutely botched the 2003 series and leaving Pedro in too long. But I don't even know why he showed up to take questions. Like, they were flaming him the whole time, and he didn't have any answers for anything. He was like, well, I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't. Like, why were you here? You just collect a check and
He's just done. They were done with it. Had no time.
It was wild. He showed up to me with the way that the whole interview process went with him. But anyway,
Yankees survived game 4.
yeah. Also, fuck those guys for getting cheered on the way out. Like, I know they were like, "Oh, not all Yankee fans."
With them.
They got cheered on the way out. Fox showed them on the fan cam. Like,
people were taking pictures with them in the bars after they were kicked out. Unbelievable.
Don't tell me that it's not all Yankee fans because it fucking is.
I'm going to tell you this. If it was in Philly, they would be tarred and feathered. If it was a Philly fan that did that, tarred and feathered.
I would have lost my shit on a guy if I was front row at a Sox game and somebody did that to an opposing player. You don't fucking do that. Do not touch the players. There's no reason for you to ever be touching the players, especially trying to intentionally interfere with a play. Fucking Vinny Triple Chins is over there with the proudest look on his face after that fucking the whole debacle. I couldn't.
Guy has a face like a thumb.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Face like a thumb. Brutal. What do you got tonight though? Yankees, do they extend again? Garrett Cole going. I couldn't believe.
I hope Mookie just goes off. I hope now he's upset after what happened and he rakes tonight. Took the words out of my mouth there, Pitwinkle.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's got an extra tight grip on that baseball glove.
He makes them at night. That's all I'm going to say. Make them at night. I don't love it. I think that the Dodgers probably win tonight. I didn't love hearing the litany of excuses for why it was okay to not want your ace pitcher who you're paying all that money to pitch in a do or die game. Granted, they won, but what happened to baseball? What happened there?
Why don't you have another pitcher you can trust in that situation? I don't think you should have to pitch Garrett Cole there. You shouldn't have to.
I think you should. No, I think 3 pitchers is what you need. That was the gold standard. You get 3 guys that can go. You get 2 games, and then you get an extra day of rest for travel. You should be on 4 days rest minimum.
I agree. He should be available if they need him. If they're down 2-0 early, I'm putting Garrett Cole. And I agree that that's fucked up. But I don't think he should have to pitch in that game. I would want him going tonight for game 5. I agree. That's on the Yankees for not having
enough people,
deep enough pitching staff to compensate for that. They're losing the series. So there's no shot. I'm glad you got that win. I think it's over tonight. Freddie Freeman's on stop Freddie Freeman in Yankee Stadium. Let's see you do that.
MVP. Tell me
without a doubt. MVP. Without a doubt. There's nobody else that's even coming close, I think.
I don't think there's any way you can look at it any other way. He's got to be the guy. It's pretty impressive what he's been doing. 4 straight games now in the World Series with a home run. Plus, I think it's like 6 or 5.
He's absolutely raking right now, and he's a super likable guy.
Can't miss. He's got a great story about his dad. Great story. Saving his life. Yeah.
Love Freddie Freeman. Always have been a big Freddie Freeman guy. First player to reach base in 6 straight World Series games.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's unbelievable on a tear. All right, the NFL happened, and I got to talk about this because it absolutely killed me, and we had a big debate about this. Huge debate. in the Discord. Anthony Richardson is benched for Joe Flacco.
As he should be.
He should be.
He shouldn't,
because he's bad.
Yeah, as he should be. He's bad.
Okay. It's not Anthony Richardson's fault.
I don't think it is either.
It's not his fault. But everybody's sitting there talking like the guy's trash. He should be benched. He's played like
he shouldn't have been playing
games.
to begin with. He shouldn't have played last year. He shouldn't have played this year. He got hurt super early on last year, so it was tough for us to, everybody has the sophomore slump. You get tape on a guy, the whole spiel. Yeah. Right. We didn't really get to see much of him last year, and this year what we've seen has been absolute dog shit. He has the lowest completion percentage through 8 weeks, like all time.
Yes, he hasn't
like 44%.
Hasn't learned enough.
He has all of the physical tools in the world. Remember was it week 1 or week 2 when he had that crazy fucking throws like 60 yards downfield, falling away?
Yeah.
He has all of the tools, all of whatever you need to succeed. He ain't got the actual quarterbacking in him.
I don't know if he doesn't. I think that he does have the chance to have it. I think that that's something that's taught. I think
doesn't have it enough to be playing now.
He should have never been starting week 1 when he was drafted. That's an organizational failure. And then I said it was.
But now you have Joe Flacco, and they're still doing it.
Well, obviously now they're not, but that's organization.
It took 8 weeks for them to not, and 2 injuries from Anthony Richardson.
They put him back in the same game. That's on.
He literally had to tap out of the season. That's how bad he was.
Shane Steichen should have known better putting him back in that game where he was hurt. Shane Steichen should have been pushing harder for Joe Flacco, who was obviously the better choice. The second 100%. He came in when he was hurt, he was like, "Oh, that's like what a completion looks like." I'm surprised that we weren't hearing more from like Pittman and Downs.
Alec Pierce hasn't looked like an NFL receiver for the first 2 years now that he's been in the league. And as soon as Joe Flacco comes out, he's out there making one-handed catches, going up over the top of 2 guys, touchdown after touchdown. Like the difference was clear as day. It's the same thing with Deshaun Watson and Jameis Winston in Cleveland. It immediately flipped a switch because the guy is that much fucking better. I don't know how they rammed their head into that wall for as long as they have. And I think Anthony Richardson can eventually figure it out. Maybe. But it's not going to happen. No, for sure don't know. And we
don't know. We're not wizards. We don't know that.
Right.
But so Mac Jones thrown in too early.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Zach Wilson probably thrown in too early. Trevor Lawrence is arguably thrown in too early, and we're seeing the effects now. Anthony Richardson definitely thrown in too early. There are like a dozen guys who have been thrown in too early, and everybody's report back is
Jordan Love would have been thrown in too early, but they actually waited.
Yeah. Kenny Pickett might just suck. I don't know, but
I'm going to lean with just sucks.
He might just suck, but he was never he never had great tape to begin with. The other guys coming out of college,
small hands, got itty bitty hands.
The guys coming out of college that I mentioned, though, were all solid enough. Like they were solid. However, AR played like 14 or 15
I was just going to say, I think it was like 15
total
starts.
In college.
Right.
In college. Yeah. It's brutal. It's brutal. You can't go with that. Starts in college when you're playing against a lesser quality opponent versus the NFL where everybody is the best guy on their college team and expect him to be able to read a defense. He should have been sitting from day one with a clipboard doing what we were hoping we would see Drake May do. Wholesome, by the way, Drake May. He's just all-American.
He's everything I want in a quarterback one. Drake May is going to be an absolute demon. He's a baby Josh Allen right now, but he's going to be a full-grown Josh Allen very soon.
Love the guy. Injured, unfortunately, but Mike.
He started playing this weekend, it looks like. He's through 4 out of 5 stages of the concussion protocol. He was limited today. It's Wednesday. I'm pretty confident he'll be playing this weekend.
I hope so, because otherwise it's unwatchable.
Otherwise, there's no point in watching.
Although, shout out to Jacoby Brissett.
Unwatchable. He had a great last drive. He was dotting it up.
He sure did.
I was a Demario Douglas touchdown away from $800 the other day on that last drive when Booty caught that pass, I could only see the bottom half of the 9 on his jersey, and I thought it was Bob Douglas for a split second, and I got the soul ripped out of my chest. But we beat the Jets and ruined their season. Jets Twitter is just shambles. It's the burning trash can floating down the fucking river.
I love everything about it. Give it to me all day long.
Need it.
It's the right into the veins.
Bottle those tears up.
Sorry, Jeremy. Sorry, Jeremy.
They're torched, and I'm glad that we were the final.
We were
You have no moves left.
Could have been no one else. Could have been no one else.
Checkmate.
They lose this week. They lose this week. Houston.
They lose every week.
Existing is losing. Welcome to being a Jets fan. Doyle talking about his whole feed. Look at these old videos and podcasts talking about how shit ownership is in Cincy. And he's SOL. He's SNL.
Doyle just spiraled a little bit there. It's all right. This is a safe space.
Listen, you're amongst friends. You're amongst friends. I love Joey B. I don't know.
I don't know what happened. Always have.
They were. You know what? We argued 2 years ago.
Don't like Press Taylor. Don't like either of the Taylors.
The Bengals were only winning in spite of their coaching, not because of their coaching, and it's finally caught up to them. So they need a little bit of help. Buffalo runs away with the division now, right? Now that the Jets are officially toast and Tua's on whatever.
They also
Tua back helps the Dolphins,
but the Seahawks.
They sure did. Oh man, we had a couple of last-second finishes. Oh, look at this.
Cardinals, Dolphins. Oh, no. Chad Ryland, the architect of the tank.
The ultimate tank job. Joey B on pace to become Dan Marino Jr. Maturing is realizing Carson Palmer was right about the org when he got the boot.
He always was.
Yeah. Look.
I had on the Twitter show last week, Beware recalled to me the exact date of the game that Carson Palmer got his knee torn out. And I was absolutely no shot even know the date of that. And he was right. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it.
It's just
off the cuff. Yeah, literally, it was off the cuff. Not a Bengals fan, not a Carson Palmer guy. He just happened to know the date. I was like, all right, Rain Man, let's fuck. What else do you know? You count cards?
Let's take a trip. I know a guy. Oh man. So 2 last second finishes kind of go up in smoke.
Again, shout out Chad Ryland.
The boot.
Without him, there is no Drake May. So I appreciate everything he did. I'm glad he can start making kicks now. He helped us out.
Absolutely destroying the Jets. And then, of course, we had the one that everybody actually cares about, which was the Commanders over the Bears.
Hot button debate.
You got one job in that team. You got one job, right?
Yeah, it's to flip off the crowd and start talking shit mid Hail Mary.
So you're an NFL player. I'm just going to ask you. You're an NFL player. Are you spending your time shit talking fans, or you just know 100%. You're better than everybody else?
Oh no, I'm shit talking fans. I got KD burners.
Everyone. You just burners. Dubs burner. You wouldn't even burn her. You just go, this is my official account. You A-B.
Yeah, you're probably right. I would excuse me. I would not be making many friends.
No. What'd you think of the play? Obviously, Jaden Daniels heaved it up. Rookie.
I mean, yeah, great throw. I find it hard to be impressed by Hail Marys.
Well, it's a 50-50 ball.
Right. You're just throwing up a 50-50 ball. And there was Daniels is the truth, because of the Hail Mary. He's a great quarterback, and I'm not trying to take anything back.
Of course not.
From him, but he hit a Hail Mary. He's the best quarterback in the league is stupid to me. Yeah. That ball could have easily gone the other way. Tyreek Stevenson was literally flipping the crowd off and still got a hand on it. Can't happen. Stupid. Not trying to give him any credit at all either, because that's inexcusable behavior, and I would have cut him on the spot. But the I don't know, crazy throw. They shouldn't have let the Bears stick around for as long as they did.
That game was bad. It was a bad game, and people forget how bad that game was. Caleb Williams was trash for the first 3 quarters.
Horrible. He was god awful.
But then he made I made the comment on an Adam Rank post that if you're a Bears fan, you need
Caleb
to.
Williams showed awesome flashes, but he hasn't strung together really.
But in the fourth quarter, he played well. In the fourth quarter, he did what you want your quarterback to do, which is
100%.
drive the ball.
In the Jags game, he played
win
well.
the game. And you win the game. That's what he did. He did everything he was supposed to do. The defense let him down. And if they didn't lose this game on a Hail Mary, I think we're talking completely differently about that game for Caleb Williams. But all Bears fans were doing was looking at the first 3 quarters stats and going, he was bad. It's like, he won you the game. Do you know how many games I saw Tom Brady win with like no stats? It's not fantasy football. It's real football. It's about winning and losing.
Can you highlight that comment from Doyle? Outside of crimes, I don't think he's too far off. I feel like Houston Deshaun Watson is a decent comp. I like it. I feel like he's got a better arm in general, but I mean, obviously he's got not better as big in general.
It's no, you know what? He's more like, I think he's more like peak RG3. He's not as big as Deshaun. Deshaun was a big fella.
He's as mobile as RG3.
So he's somewhere in between there.
All right, I'll split the difference. We'll take that.
He's not. I just don't think he can take the hits. I think if you laid him out, he would be laid the fuck out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like he's not running. He's not
paints nails, so probably
he's not old rapey Ben trying to run people down. You know what I mean? He's not like going into the pile like head first, crushing dudes. That's not who he is. You're not that guy. You're not him. He's not. He's not that guy. So I don't know what you want.
Big Ben was right there.
Yeah.
You could have swore. You could have taken Big Ben. You took a fucking swerve.
It's an appropriate one.
Look. It is an appropriate one. It's just not a common one. It just caught me off guard is all.
It's common in this house. Old rapey Ben. Fully off the rails. Welcome to the show. This is what happens when we have a week of shit we got to get through. Doyle also mentioning Vikings. Vikings in trouble. They're one injury away from tearing off a losing streak. How you feeling about the Vikes right now? It's Detroit's division. I will concede that.
I want an exorcism with Sam Darnold. He was seeing ghosts at one point. It has already been confirmed by him himself. So yep. I think it's fair to assume that he could have stepped up his paranormal activities, and it might be aiding in his success this season. I know they just lost to the Rams, but he still had a good game.
Played a great game. He played a great game.
It shocks me. This division is clearly Detroit's. I think they're the Super. I think I'd take them over the Chiefs for the Super Bowl. I do.
I don't hate.
That run game is absolutely fucking incredible. You can't stop it.
Real good.
You can't stop it. They scheme up different things every single week to keep the offense or to keep the defense guessing with the receivers, motion, whatever it might be. And whatever back is in the backfield can gash you for whatever amount of yardage you want. Ben Johnson is incredible.
That's not in dispute for sure.
Not at all. He has full control of that offense. Jared Goff is at peak efficiency in that offense. He doesn't miss passes anymore. Whenever he doesn't need to hand the ball off to Montgomery or Gibbs. Also, I love that Gibbs just stands straight up in the backfield. It makes me chuckle almost every time I see it. Like, yeah, I'm standing straight. Knees are like,
you're not going to catch me.
I'm about to gash you. You want to see a 90-yard touchdown?
Can't catch me.
You want to see me do it again?
He gone.
Got my knees locked.
He's absolutely gone.
It's crazy. So
he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
even with Aiden Hutchinson, they didn't seem to take a step back at all. And I understand they played the Tennessee Titans, Mason Rudolph led Tennessee Titans. They did what they should have done. They stomped them. But the only thing that's going to stop them is stupid decisions and inopportune mistakes. But I don't know. I really like the Lions. I think it's definitely their division. They proved it against Minnesota. Minnesota just stumbled against the Rams. I say no for Dora's question there. The Vikings
It's a no,
Super
right?
Bowl.
So Vikings
5
don't
years.
win a Super Bowl in the next 5 years.
No shot.
I think
Detroit does.
He's got Jets, Miami, Bengals all don't. Pats need their core first. Bills have maybe 2 more years to do it. I'd argue the Bills are in their last year to do it. Josh Allen is running out of runway to like really do it. They've already lost Diggs, which I know they're still winning. They're going to win the division, but I don't think that they're going to be able to compete with the top tier teams in the AFC for much longer. Like you're looking at your Houstons, you're looking at Kansas City, which has still got another 2 or 3 years of like utter dominance in their division. Bill's chance was last year, Pitwinkle. It was absolutely last year.
Josh Allen's so good, he's going to get them in that conversation as long as he's not,
because he's Phillip Rivers.
He's
Phillip Rivers. He is Phillip Rivers. How many championships he got again? All the yards, all the stats?
0. And he keeps losing in Kansas City, and he's going to keep losing in Kansas City because they can't get a roster around him. But he himself is
Phillip Rivers without the kids. Phillip Rivers has so many kids.
Chastity belt, Phillip Rivers.
Yeah. It's exactly what he is.
Vasectomy Phil.
Yeah, I just don't see it. I don't see it. He is so talented. He's got no finish. No finish. When you need him the most, expect a fumble or a turnover.
Boston Bruins, no finish.
Josh is bacon. Yeah, Boston Bruins also no finish.
No finish.
We'll get to hockey. We'll get to hockey in a minute. Ovi's chasing him down. And we'll talk a little hockey. We also got a great story about a Zamboni driver, but
Giants Panthers this weekend in Germany.
No fucking Kelly.
No fucking shot. I'm watching that game. I watch every single football fucking trash they want to throw at me. I will watch it. No shot. I'm not getting up that early on a Sunday morning to watch the Giants and the fucking Panthers. I'm going to put $5 on no touchdown score, and I'm not going to fucking worry about it from there on out. I'm good. I'll pass.
Bryce Young starting?
That viewership for me. Yuck. I don't want to see any of that. I don't want Daniel Jones versus
He's still a quarterback.
9:30 in the morning, armchair. 8:30 for you.
Yeah, it's way early.
No shot.
No, thank you.
I've got that's crucial sleep time. Sunday morning sleep is like that's where you get your money.
I don't know if Neighbors is going to eat. He's got to have a quarterback get him the ball first.
He'll eat fantasy wise because he gets like a bajillion targets a game.
Give me Tracy all day long.
Yeah, Tyron Tracy's a dog.
He's a dog.
There are 2 dogs on the New York Giants, and it's Tyron Tracy and Malik Neighbors.
That's it.
I like Dexter Lawrence too. Outside of that, I'm good.
We love Dexy, little sexy Dexy, keeping his
Manning cat. Watching Eli Manning trying to do the dance, the Dexter Lawrence dance the other day on the Manning cast made me turn it off. I turn it on for Bill Belichick from time to time, and then it was like, I'm out.
Hot take. I can't. Manning cast is the worst thing to happen to broadcast football.
It sucks. Peyton Manning is just like Adderalled out. I don't know what he's doing. He's wired the entire time, and Eli Manning's just doing dumb faces.
Hate the Manning cast. I hate it.
I've only ever watched it this year because Bill Belichick was on it. That's it.
People talk about it like it's the best way to watch football.
Sucks.
And I disagree wholeheartedly.
I do like the Amazon shout out. He knew exactly where that's read my mind. Going right to the Amazon Prime vision is fantastic. I love watching the it gives you basically the all 22 view.
Yeah.
So I like that part of it, but then there's fucking Sam Schwartzstein or whatever the fuck his name is. That's just
your neighborhood coke dealer.
It's insane that he is on TV every single week. Like I know it's a streaming service; they couldn't put him on anything national, but
no way, no way,
it's insane. The man's face is insane. His eyebrows are wild. His whole face. We had a whole rant about him in the Discord. It was
that guy. Yeah, that man uses drugs. He does crimes. A particular kind of drug for sure. Yeah, there we go.
There he is. Look at that guy.
You know what he looks like?
What's that?
He looks like Tommy Cutlet's cousin.
Yeah. Oh, he looks like he's related to his agent.
He's definitely related to his agent. What else we got on the football front before we move to a little bit of quick hockey, because we have the biggest, our biggest undertaking as Great North Sports ever. Not to hype it up too much, but it's pretty fun. I'm pretty stoked about it, to be honest with you.
I'm just jazzed.
I'm so jazzed about it. It's wicked.
Yeah, I mean, outside of Doyle's,
everybody loves
sucking. Everybody's and Tow's Ravens sucking this week. Because not much outside of that. 49ers got a win over the Cowboys. Much good again? I think they're just ignited from Jameis Winston. It's like a fired coach bump. You got a Jameis Winston bump.
You get a Jameis bump?
Yeah. Every single time a microphone is in front of that guy, it's just absolute pure nonsense, but it's so wholesome, I can't hate it. Hey, here's another Jameis clip.
That's so good. All right. Let's move on to a bit of puck talk. God. San Jose, Utah. Can we talk about this for a second? Utah's
I would like an explanation, sir. You told me to bet the Utah Hockey Club.
Not last night. Did I?
Against the Sharks? Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah, they were back-to-back.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. The 3 goals in less than 4 minutes.
Can't let that happen.
Utah needs to immediately relocate back to Arizona. Forget it.
We're done in Utah. We tried.
We tried. It's over. You lost to the Sharks on a the second night of a back-to-back. Are you kidding me? The second night of a back-to-back.
Can't lose to the Sharks. They didn't win till damn near fucking Thanksgiving last year, and they were on pace to do the same this year until they ran into the Utah Hockey Club.
Someone said, you guys are tanking again, and they said, damn it, they're on to us. We better play. Sharks made a trade today.
Did they? I didn't even see that.
Sure did. Timothy Liljegren from the Leafs.
Facts.
Yes. Yeah, but that's always – I stand by this. Goaltending always sucks for the first half of the year.
It does start slow.
And then everybody kind of heats up towards
There's usually like 2 to 3 guys that are just dominating for the first half of the year, and everybody else sucks.
Yes. And then they all figure it out.
Yeah.
Timothy Liljegren to the Sharks, and it's Matt Benning and a bunch of – and 2 conditional picks back to the Leafs. Doesn't feel great for the Leafs. I don't know why. Probably just because it's Toronto. I don't know why. It's just Toronto. MVT, welcome in. Yes, all the goalies have been trash. However, we've had a couple of fun starts. Winnipeg has been hot, absolutely hot. Next week we'll have power rankings. I think we do our first power rankings. Stars are good. Do our first power rankings next week. Now that we've got a little bit under here.
We do that.
Shesty isn't playing like he wants to get paid 12.5. That's because he wants to get paid 13.5. Give him 14. He's not playing like that either. Let me introduce you to Rick DiPietro. Tell you all about getting paid and then never playing goalie ever again. Never playing goalie ever again. Let me sign a 10-year, I think it was like $70 million, which is ridiculous. It's 38 to go. LOL. I go to Dubs. We're planning the show tonight. I said, Ovi's got like what, 37, 38 to go? And he goes, I don't know. Tal will tell us in the chat.
Second message.
Cash the over. Yeah, absolutely would. 38 to go for Ovi. Does he get there? Does he get there?
We dang that song. We sang that song with Hendrick.
I know. You
I
did.
thought he was channeling his like a southern drawl there. He's like, "Dang, song that song," but we
Little Boomhauer.
yeah.
Dang old dust in the wind. Next season. Tao says
Is
next
there a
season.
next season,
More.
Tao? If he gets anywhere close, there has to be.
I feel
if he
like
had like
he
8 goals this year, I'd be like, fuck that, I'm out. But I know the game, Winkle. No worries.
No, don't need to worry about that. I think he gets real close this year. I think he gets close. I think he's within 10 this season. He's playing a lot better than he did last year. Last year he couldn't score to save his life.
Correct.
Didn't matter what he was doing.
Last season it looked like it was over, dead in the water. It was going to take him 4 seasons to get to this fucking number.
I think he ends the season probably 10 or 15 to go. And then it's like a no-brainer. Bring him back for another year and have a nice
he has to. They're like, nobody's going to get close. You got to do it.
Is this one of those like untouchable records for a long time now?
I want to say yes, but Connor McDavid exists, and I don't want to say that he can't do anything.
Yeah, he did turn it on at the end of the season. I think if he's got a 40 or a 50 goal season in him, he's there, but I don't know if he does. That's the issue with Ovi. He's just getting old. As long as they feed him on the power play and he gets to set up in his office, like, you're not stopping that shot. Hitting it this season, heading back to retire, he will be a king in Russia. You send him back to Russia, and he's going to live. He'll live like an oligarch, 100%.
He might be in charge in like 10 years.
Yeah, he's the next guy. He's the next guy taking over from Putin.
The Kremlin.
Yeah, that's it. He's just the leader of the military now. Like, you're in charge. Like, all right, I guess. He'll own the KHL. He's not going to play seasons in it. He's just going to own it.
Yeah. Makes all the money. Has all of the fun and none of the toll on the body.
Yeah. I hope he hits it.
The Bruins are fucking terrible.
Bruins are terrible.
They're really bad right now. They can't do anything. We played the Flyers last night, who were allowing a league high goals allowed, and we didn't score. We get shut out. Shout out Walmer, who gave out David Pastrnak goal last night, by the way. Appreciate that. We're bad. We're bad, Winkle. It doesn't look good at all. We're the most penalized team in the league. All of the top line guys can't score. I'm like, oh, that fourth line guy looks nice. It's sweet. He's a fourth line guy. It's not going to fucking matter in 2 months. I am refusing to watch this team while there are, Drake May starts and Celtics basketball when we're not down 13 to the Pacers. I'm not watching the Bruins right now. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
I'm just getting too bad.
My Habs are bad, but that's because they're rebuilding.
Fuck you, Tao.
It
was unnecessary.
Cole Caulfield is on a tear, though. Can't be stopped.
I don't think it looks sus. We got a first round pick out of it. I'll take it. The handling of the contract situation afterwards was an absolute fucking mess. But we've sang this song, as you've said about Hendrick.
Yankees are up 4-0 as we speak.
Are they really?
Yankee energy. Yeah, they really are.
That's unfortunate.
Judge hit a homer.
Did he really? He woke up.
I just brought up the Leafs trade, Tao.
He hit.
Yeah,
wow.
He hit a homer.
Did they go back to back?
No, they didn't. I don't think so.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not. I'm literally just
they went back to back.
Christ, Flaherty, you dummy.
Judge hit a 2-run shot and then Jazz went yard.
You want to talk about Lane Hudson? You mean the future Norris winner, Lane Hudson?
Head fake Hudson.
You can hate it all you want, man. Like, the guy's trying to win. He's compete. He's also like super young.
We are getting dog walked by the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton is putting us in a box.
Lane Hudson is he's great. He's 20 years old though. Like, I don't know what you expect. He's a kid on a team that's rebuilding. Aren't you guys worried about winning games and not worried about head fakes anyway? Just trying to build for the future, man. Jesus. Not going to be Sam Montembeau, though. I'll tell you that much. 8 goals. What the we doing? What are we even doing?
I think I want to put a bet on the Columbus Blue Jackets to make the playoffs. And I know that sounds insane, but they're playing crazy, and I think the Johnny Hockey effect is real.
All right.
Shane Monahan's playing like a man possessed.
Yeah, Monahan's great.
He's playing like a man possessed.
But yes. Yeah, 100%.
I know the odds are going to be wild.
You should absolutely take those odds.
Also, I told you about Tage Thompson, did I not?
You did. I didn't disagree.
40-goal season is looking like the best future I've ever placed.
You know what Cole?
It'll probably
Cole
crash and burn just like the Stars.
Cole Caulfield's on pace for like 73 goals.
Yeah, he's in his bag.
This season. He's finally hitting it.
I watched 2 Bruins games this year.
Sent me the tweet.
Game
had him dying.
Game, and I was very scared of Cole Caulfield the entire Canadiens game.
He can score. The tweet that Pitt sent was, "What a game from Calder favorite Lane Hudson. 0 goals, 0 assists, -4, 0 hits, 666,999 head fakes, skating highlights, infinity." Everybody loves to shit on the guy. I mean, he's a rookie defenseman in the NHL. I'd like you to go look up Cale Makar and see what he looks like. Skating is important. I'll just point that out.
Shout out Cale Makar.
Hurting a car.
Big fan of Cale Makar.
We love Cale Makar. Guy's a dog. Absolute dog. All right. Do we do it? Is it time?
Toothy went to school with Cale Makar.
Oh, nice.
Just college. Same college. Didn't actually associate.
I live in the same neighborhood that Sidney Crosby and Nathan McKinnon lived in. So
hell yeah. We have a fancy prep school in our town that's like had a bunch of, like, Mike Evans went there for a year. We had a bunch of fucking wild John Cena,
nice.
The Borks.
How would you know?
What do you mean? Well played, sir. Also a good transition.
Great transition. John Cena. All right. This is first for us. I'll send you something after because it cracks me up every single time. It's one of those crank calls where they're asking people to come to WrestleMania and support John Cena, and the woman keeps hanging up. You're gonna love it.
You are gonna love it.
It's right up your alley. First time ever, we are doing something a little bit different on Great North Sports. We talked about it last week. We're gonna have a bracket for the greatest WWE entrances all time. There are some rules. It can't be a one-off entrance. So I don't want to hear anybody talking about WrestleMania 12 so-and-so's entrance. I don't want that. That's not what we're looking for.
Gimmicks are allowed.
Gimmicks,
different
factions,
characters,
different characters, tag teams, all allowed, but it has to be an entrance that is repeatedly used.
I also want to ask the chat and Armchair, do we allow The Undertaker or do we dismiss him? Because I'm cool with him being in there, but I'm like, he's gonna be. Pitwinkle says it's Bret Hart.
I do love Bret Hart. That's
the riff is fucking sick.
I'm just saying, this is what happens. Everybody says one. Shawn Michael, the zip line, no. The zip line doesn't, but Michael's like
his regular, intro. Fireworks, yeah, pyro, all that shit. The zip line, I feel like counts as a special one-off. I know he used it multiple times, but it's still a one-off.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's a one-off. It's not. It doesn't fit in here.
Triple H has the same WrestleMania entrance every year. He just changes the props that he's using.
Yeah. I don't see anybody saying. I don't see
I don't either.
Undertaker.
I don't see it either. So I think we're going to allow it where he's going to be in.
All right. Are we going to the screen?
We can go to the screen. So I'm not the app I'm using here is I'm only allowed to use 32 entrants. So I feel like that's where we cap it is 32.
100%. Yeah.
But I'm open to suggestions. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Undertaker right there at one.
Undertaker has to be.
Well, we can figure out seating later if we really want. We can just kind of list out what we got. I'm not gonna be able to see the chat while I'm in here. Actually, no, I probably can. Hold on. No.
Tag teams absolutely count. Pitwinkle. Tag teams count.
Oh yeah.
Tag teams have to count. Oh, now
tag teams and factions have to count, I think.
As long as it's an everyday entrance. That's the main goal here. Everyday entrance counts. So we've got Undertaker. I think we need to put Rock in.
Rock's got to be in. We need can you smell? See, Winkle, I think if like the Hardy Boys are in, but I don't do do we exclude Matt and Jeff separately? Do they only get one entrance?
I think they only get
because DX and Triple H are different. Same with Shawn Michaels, but I think all of them are on there.
Yeah, I think they're all on there. Stone Cold.
Stone Cold is without a doubt. These were like the three. Actually, I'll throw in a fourth one. I think Hulk Hogan has to be on there.
Has to be on the list.
So that's four that are without a doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's the same?
Brood has to be on there. Ultimate Warrior's on there.
Ultimate Warrior is on there. Yeah.
We have already talked about Bret Hart. I'm going to put Bret Hart in there.
Has to be on the list.
The riff is too good.
Big Show. I'm fine with Big Show being on there. I think it's an underrated pick.
All right. I'll leave it there for now. We'll argue about it later, I guess. I like it. I like the entrance music and whatnot, but he's so big he can't really have a great music's part of it, Tao.
Music has to be part of it. It
has to be part of it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put Edge because the You Think You Know Me with the firework pop, the pause on the music, it's electric. Gotta be on there. Where do we land on the Brood? I saw it in the chat, and now that I've brought Edge up, I feel like we should address it.
I think we should put it in. We have 32 names to play with, and we're not there yet. We can start removing people as we get closer.
Exactly. That's what we're going to have to discuss. Kane is definitely on there. Thank you, Winkle. I was going to have to put that in there. Eddie Guerrero's also on there.
Can we get a little bit of love for the Godfather?
Oh, the Ho Train?
All aboard the Ho Train.
Shout out. Still, he owes me an interview still.
Okay.
I have... where was I going with that? The Shield. The Shield.
Shield? Okay. We'll do the Shield.
Through the crowd. We can talk about it later again. Shields. New Age Outlaws for sure. Your ass better call somebody. Tao, I'm also gonna. I think Sin Cara's entrance should be up there. The lights, the trampoline, the flip, all of it. It was incredible. It just sucked that he was horrible in the ring.
Yes, he was.
I still haven't put Michaels on there, so I'm going to.
Yeah.
We'll get to. I feel like Sin Cara can wait, but we'll I think he'll get on there. Let me go to my list here. Goldust was on mine. Sandman
on the list.
Sandman had a fantastic entrance. He was just ripping butts and ripping beers in the crowd. He had fucking weapons. Sandman has to be on there. That's one of my underrated picks, I think. Goldust had all sorts of crazy shit. Yeah, he had the Gold Rain. He had the opening video, the Shattered Dreams Productions.
Love it.
Goldust had sick entrances. I have Batista. I like the Godsmack with the pyro. I'm up to we can argue about that one if you'd like. Chris Jericho. I almost this one I have questions about because I always think of the one entrance, the Y2J countdown, like his regular.
But that was like a whole year though.
It was, so that's like, is that a gimmick? Does that count? Like,
no, I think it's a no.
All right,
it was a gimmick. It was a gimmick. You're right.
This one has to be on there, and I'm not gonna we can argue. Mr. Kennedy.
Okay, we'll put it
the
on.
Fucking smoke, the drop down mic.
I'm good with it.
Loved it. Incredibly underrated, in my humble opinion.
MVP drops in the Dudley Boys.
Dudley Boys were great too. Did I already put Hardy Boys in there? I didn't. So I'm going to do Hardy Boys and Dudley Boys right back to back here.
Okay. My personal favorite, once you get these in, that needs to be on there is Val Venus. And I know that everybody's going to laugh at it. How can you hate?
Thank you, Tao. Thank you.
How can you hate it? 3-6 Mafia and Mark Henry.
Oh, low key. I didn't even think about that one. That was wicked good.
Yeah,
Mark Henry's 3-6 months. But again, I think the whole entrance has to come into effect, and he doesn't do much. It's just us, 3-6 Mafia's the shit. That's really his whole thing. I'm gonna put it on there. We'll take it out if we gotta. I just had another one. Is Seth Rollins on there? Burn It Down is sick.
Burn It Down is great. I think that has to be on there.
Another one I had questions about was Kurt Angle, because half of his is all crowd shit. One we didn't talk about it yet that's definitely on there is Goldberg.
I like Goldberg for that.
With the Sparks, dude.
Yeah, I like Goldberg for that. We're gonna get
another one.
We need to put this on here. Hold on. We need Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's good. Are we not gonna put China on this list with the cannon shooting? We're gonna hate on all of the women's division completely.
No, we shouldn't.
I'm just saying, it's an iconic entrance, man.
Is she the best female entrance of all time, though?
I mean, Lita was pretty good.
Lita was great. Rhea's fantastic as well.
Yeah.
Do we put Punk on there? Either iteration?
Yes.
I feel like Summer of Punk, Cult of Personality, that whole era was iconic, but that could just be my age.
Yeah. But I get it. Some people we haven't mentioned yet that we got to consider. Razor.
Yeah.
What about the Asuka entrance?
Asuka, I don't know. That she does have a sick entrance. Shinsuke's is also his OG entrance was sick too.
Shinsuke was great, yeah.
Aleister Black, another NXT shout out. His entrance was also sick, rising up from the floor like the coffin. Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
Tao's doesn't like your Razor pick. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of it either.
That's fine.
I think there's better ones out there.
I get it. I get it.
It's a hell of a list. I'm
just asking.
We have 6 slots left. I agree. I'm a skill switch Engage Punk. That's why I asked either iteration, because I'm kind of cool with either being on there. Both were sick. The Kill Switch Engage 2011 Money in the Bank entrance is goated. In Chicago, the crowd pop is insane.
NWO?
NWO should be on there, I think. Also Sting. Crow Sting.
I do like Crow Sting. We gonna give any love to
I
Roddy
feel
Piper?
like we should have more tag teams on there, maybe any factions. Like Roddy Piper's also electric. Macho Man,
Rob Van Dam.
Rob Van
Or
Dam, one of a
DP?
kind, is also sick. I'm cool with Rob Van Dam being on there.
I think we put Rob Van Dam on there.
Mankind, Darby Allin.
We haven't put John Cena on the list yet.
Does he deserve to be on there?
So I will argue that the PG era of WWE doesn't survive without John Cena.
100% agreed.
We don't get any of the good shit without John Cena being there.
Oh, you know what? On this list, I never wrote Triple H or DX.
Triple H has to be on there, and DX has to be on there. An entire generation of people, like as a kid, all everyone ever did was suck it.
Just a camera staring at
John Cena's intro.
I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? I'm falling for 2 John Cena jokes.
Oh, that's double John Cena's on dubs.
I got double
Nice
John
work.
Cena.
Nice work, Town. Nice work.
I was like, what?
All right, we got one spot to fill.
We
here.
have 1 spot left. I need like a chat to agree on something, and we'll pick it.
We got Macho in
I'm
there.
trying to think like old time. No, that's why I just said Macho. I was like, Macho in there? He could be. Another like he doesn't really do much. He spins around.
It's pomp and circumstance, though. It's the like
Ray's not on there. I don't think I put Big Show. No, I did put Big Show. Big Show is on there. Dudley Boys.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes' new one is sick. Booker T, Spinneroonie.
Kurt Angle.
I got him on there. Tao approved the Kurt Angle vote. I was in on that.
What about like Bloodline?
Hulk's on there. I'm not a huge fan of that entrance. It's intimidating, but that's like he doesn't really fucking do anything.
Do we have
music's
Ray?
pretty mid in my opinion. If Ray is not on there, I can put Ray on there. Winkle's got a tag team. Is it the Road Warriors? Because I thought about them. Demolition was the other one I thought about. Those were both sick.
Let's put the tag on there. Put the tag team on there.
I like Demolition. We need to decide right now if Demolition has a better entrance than to Legion of Doom. Leave it, Lanny Poffa. Shout out Swerve.
Swerve back. Welcome back, Swerve.
Appreciate it.
I mean, it's got to be Demolition, right?
I do.
You were gonna put Demolition. You were right there. Don't second guess it. You don't second guess it. It's there.
Love Resistance is also fantastic.
So this is our max amount of people. We've got 32 entrances in here.
Yep.
Now we need to we're gonna have, I mean, that's the seating, I guess, right now that we have. I don't mind the seating.
I don't hate it.
If you hit save, it'll show you where we are, I think. Or if you can look just behind that window.
Done.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love it. So,
so next week we're going to go through this bracket.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this on Twitter.
You should, sure.
I'm going to do Twitter polls with each one of our seedings for this week. So just week 1, which is everyone that we just went through. We'll go from 32 down to 16. So you're just going to have to send me that list as
I
is.
will. So
that I can grab it. And what's up? We got a little Phoenix, Arizona action going on here.
You're in Phoenix, RC?
There's going to be some.
You're not in your habitat.
There will absolutely be some landslide first round knockouts. And I'm fine with that. That should be the way. But there will be some upsets in here.
Bray
will be
Wyatt
some upset.
Brood is an 8-9 matchup for the lifetime. I don't know those are like two of my favorite entrances of all time.
Hardy Boys and New Age Outlaws. We got
also, is this the for sure list? Like, what if we put this to Twitter and somebody hits us with one that we didn't even think about?
It's too bad. This is our list. We're making it. You want to make the list? You come to the show. You want to have input?
All right, I like it.
You show up live. If you're not going to show up live, I don't have the patience.
I don't want your fucking opinion if you weren't here from the hours of 8 to 9.
You didn't show up. That's not my fault. It be what it be.
It do be what it be. All right, so this is our list. I'll send this to you. We'll get it out, and then next week we will go through. I don't know if we'll have separate voting for Twitter. If we'll see how the results pan out. We'll
see how the results pan out. Yeah.
We'll be doing a live bracket next week for the rest of this little activity.
We get it done up.
Yes, sir.
You got a Stone Stories to get us out of here, or what?
Dude, we want to talk about the Zamboni man first.
Yeah, we talk about the Zamboni man.
I found a video on Twitter. Actually, no, it was on my one of my various news sources that I find all of my Stone Stories from. But this man was driving a Zamboni. I don't know if it was a high school or what, but he was suspected of being under the influence. He had a few, supposedly, allegedly. I'm not gonna listen. To me, the video looked like he was distracted by the referee. He was trying to do his job. He's Zambonian in a way, trying to, get the ice prepared for the next game, period, whatever it might have been. And he did a little whoopsie, and he slipped right into the boards. Big bang, not much damage, to be frank with you. Like, I was shocked once I opened the video and watched it, how little damage there was. Because he drove the thing right into the corner.
Sure did. Which,
I've never driven a Zamboni. But it looked like a tough turn.
It's not an easy thing to do, man.
You gotta not touch the boards. It's a graceful turn.
It is a graceful turn.
It's not like they're asking you to just turn right at an intersection.
I'm gonna
I don't understand how they just assumed the guy was drunk. Like, if I was getting breathalyzed for driving a Zamboni, I'd be like, absolutely not. I'm not breathing into that thing. There's no way. You get the fucking cops here. Like, you're gonna call me drunk driving a fucking Zamboni? I'm inside. I can't get a DUI inside. I think that's not in my America.
Can't happen. It can't happen. It's brutal. It was to me. They knew he was drunk because most Canadian Zamboni drivers are like pros. It's like you come up here to go to use Zamboni.
Yeah, those are the
Zamboni.
You're right.
It's like that's the pros. You don't do it any other way. All right, hit us with the Stone story here.
Witnessed the event, and one of them called police after seeing signs that the driver was impaired. Fucking narc for one. It's beer league, dude. You counting beers at beer league? What the fuck is that?
Brutal.
Absolutely insane behavior.
Yeah.
All right, Stone Stories. We're going to the UK, across the pond. Oh, before we do that, can we just saw that Phil Kessel picture?
Oh, love the Phil Kessel picture.
The Phil Kessel picture was incredible. I know that I'd found out this was a couple of years ago, but some made-up truck stop gave him Trucker of the Week, gave him a free pack of Copenhagen. The picture that goes along with it is incredible. Very Ocho shirt he's got on. It says Harry Potter hates Ohio.
Hates Ohio.
I need that shirt.
Fucking Ohio too.
If I can't find it, I'm going to make it my damn self. We're going to have a Wish version created by Dubs. Heading over to the UK, as I said, UK-based artisan cheese distributor, wholesaler, and retailer, that's a title, says it's been the victim of a sophisticated fraud after con artists posing as a retailer for a French wholesale distributor made off with more than $540,000. In a statement posted October 22nd, Neil Yard's Dairy says it only realized the fraud after the cheese had been delivered. In all, 950 wheels of cheese weighing 22 tons were stolen. The statement continued, including Hafid Welsh Organic Cheddar, Westcombe Cheddar, and Pitchfork Cheddar. Between them, these cheeses have won numerous awards and are amongst the most sought-after artisan cheeses in the UK. It's a top price, cream of the crop free agent armchair.
It's the best cheese
The
you can
best
get.
in the business. The high monetary value of these cheeses likely made them a particular target for the thieves. Local and international authorities are searching for the culprits. Still, Tom Caver, a director of Westcombe Dairy, said they were devastated by the fraud. The cheese is aged 12 to 18 months. It's made using unpasteurized milk. He said the process of making that cheese started almost 3 years ago when we planted seeds for the animals' feet in the ground. This guy's drawing this out. You lost cheese, you fucked it up. If you're selling that much of anything, there should be a whole lot of checks and sign off and all sorts of stuff. I'm not giving $500,000 of anything to anybody without several sources of signatures, income, identity, everything. I need to know everything. That's way too much money to be fucking around with. This apparently is not the first cheese heist. There's been plenty of cheese heists. There's one in just last year in the UK that $32,000 worth of cheese wheels were stolen, 161 cheese wheels. 2016, $7 million worth of Italian cheese have been stolen in Italy. I guess this is like the underground
cheese market is a thing.
Cheese market. I want to know what you do with it after. You just change the label on it and sell it as something else?
Black market charcuterie boards.
I think that's the only thing you could do. Black market charcuterie boards are only going to get you so far.
Apparently like 70 million worth.
Did we know that's the only thing they're doing with them? I think it's
what else? Like black market grilled cheese?
I don't know. That's so much cheese to just go missing. It's like, where do you write that off?
You don't. That's too much cheese.
And it happens all the time. How are they not getting there? It's clearly there's some way to do it. Okay, apparently there's a
regular occurrence.
Yeah. Nobody's getting caught. There's cheese thieves everywhere.
All right. You got to watch out. Protect your cheese.
Protect your cheese, dude.
Someone should be campaigning on protect the borders. Protect your cheese.
It's election season. If you're casting a vote this year, make sure that the candidate you're voting for is going to protect your cheese.
You got to protect your cheese. That's it for us this week. Look for the polls on Twitter. We will have them up probably sometime tonight, tomorrow. And yeah, make sure to vote on them. We're going to do some damage with this one, and then we're going to play around. I absolutely cannot wait to see what happens. We got some 8-9s, some absolute legendary matchups here. Some landslides will happen, and we'll share the results as we come in.
AI images of Cheddar Protector would go incredibly hard.
Let's do it. Let's get it done. For Dubs, I'm Armchair. We'll see you next week here on Great North Sports. Peace.
Fuck the Jets. Fuck the Yankees.